bought that real quick. I also have a booster box of Duelist Advance that I bought at the sneak peek that we can open. And then, you know, we'll do a little bit of that. I will also show you guys the deck that I played at sneak peek because people have demanded it. Because what I did, I'll tell you about it right now. So I went to a sneak and I posted after I played the sneak. I posted no luck with the polls, but I went 5-0 with psychics. And in my head, I didn't even think of the possibility that people would interpret this as I went to a sneak peek and they did a regular tournament and I just played a normal psychic deck with the new cards. Because what I've never been to a sneak preview where they don't play sealed. Like I like to do that. I like to go to sneak peeks that play sealed, where you play with the cards from the packs. I didn't even know that the majority of sneaks apparently these days are held with like regular decks. I've never been to one, so I thought it was obvious that I just pulled a bunch of psychic cards, but people got really excited and thought I just built some crazy sauce with the new psychic cards, which I didn't, unfortunately. But still, for the memes, people were still asking for a deck profile, so I guess I'll show you what I played at sneak peek real quick. It's just 20 cards. It's going to be over in a couple of minutes, but yeah, it was a fun sneak, this one. The only crazy thing is that I didn't pull any copy of Spring, which was a cracked card at the sneak peek, by the way. Let me move over here. There was, let me see. I have extra copies somewhere. Spring, where's Spring? Spring. Here. This card, dude, this card was, I don't know how many of you guys played the sneak, but I think everyone who played a sealed sneak can relate to how crazy Spring was at sneak. It was a nightmare to go up against, especially because I had 0. I had no Spring. So the way Spring works is you put it in the field zone, you choose any number of your main monster zones, they cannot be used anymore, you gain a counter for each, and for each counter on this thing, your monsters gain 400 attack. And then if you can swap it out for a second copy of Spring, which is part of its effect, then your zones are not even locked anymore, which is insane. So like people were just like, after I won the first and second round, everyone I played against just had one or multiple copies of Spring. And like you just activate it, you declare 4 monster zones, it gains 4 counters, all of your cards gain 1600 attack, which is insane at sneak peek. And then if you have a second copy of Spring, you can even switch it out next turn and then like gain more counters and unlock some of your zones. It was insane. And I had no Spring. Luckily, I actually did something that is very rare at sneak peeks with modern Yu-Gi-Oh sets, which is that I pulled some pretty synergistic cards together. Most of the time, when you just open 5 packs, you have a bunch of like stuff that doesn't work together. But I actually managed to pull, and I feel like I got insanely lucky with it, which is the problem, I guess, with modern Yu-Gi-Oh! Sneaks, is that you have to get incredibly lucky to pull synergistic stuff. But I pulled some pretty sick psychic combos, which were actually pretty fun to pull off. So there were 5 good cards in my deck, and the rest was kind of ass. But since it's just a 20-card deck for a sneak, it was fine. So the 5 good cards I had were these 5 psychics. And the rest was just basically unusable stuff. I had some 1 tributes, which I played together with Miracle Raven, because Miracle Raven can ritual summon itself to be tribute fodder. Then I pulled a Medius, which was the only ultra rare I pulled, and I pulled no secrets. But it was 1800 Ruzini, so I played the Medius with some Archmage support. Unfortunately, I didn't pull the level 1 that Medius can summon out. I didn't have that. Your locals does English sneak. They have both. Luckily, you can choose if you want English or German, which is really nice because I prefer English cards. I really like playing the sneak, but I don't like getting German packs. So they do have English, which is nice. And then literally this is an 1800 beater, and the rest is pretty bad cards for sneak. But I had to get to 20 somehow. So basically, my main combo the entire day was I just sat there. My opponent activated Spring, locked like 4 monster zones, And they had one monster, the rest of their monster zones were locked, so they kept attacking. I kept setting monsters to not die. And then eventually I would draw Serene Psychic Girl. And then I would use... So you go Serene Psychic Girl, banish a card from your hand, Specialist Psychic from your deck. You go Synchro 5, and I pulled this one, which is a super rare, so I got lucky to pull... I pulled it twice, which doesn't matter, but it was funny. This one revives this one. Then these go into a level 8 Synchro, which I also pulled, which is Crossmind Archfiend. And then you can use... This one revives a Psychic from Banish. So you go Hushed Psychic Minister, banish itself and another Psychic from the graveyard to banish an opponent's monster until the end phase. Which is good because it removes the one monster they have, which is very big because of Spring. And then this thing brings one back from Banish. So like... Which, you know, for a one-card combo at a sneak preview, this was pretty good. This one card basically allowed me to get 2 Synchros, which attack for a ton of damage. This is together almost 8,000 damage. And then this is a quick effect to revive, so you can even revive on the opponent's turn, which was pretty fun. And then I had some other Psychic support as well. So that was basically how I won all of my rounds. I just waited to get one of the Psychic starters, either the Psychic Girl or the Parallel Teleport, and then I got cooking, which was my sneak peek experience, which was pretty fun, surprisingly. Because I mean, the thing is, I usually have fun at sneak peeks, but like there are some sets where you just have like an outrageous amount of cards that don't do anything because they're not meant to like be played and sealed anymore. But this one I got lucky and I pulled some synergistic cards, so that was cool. So yeah, I did win the sneak. Unfortunately, they didn't have an English copy of the Medius, but I did get the Medius promo, which I gotta say, having pulled the ultra rare Medius in the packs, comparing the ultra and the secret does look nicer, I feel like, for it. For the Medius, but yeah, that was that. So I did get the sneak promo. I traded for some cool stuff. I did get some cool stuff. I got my hands on a Lemnis Gate and a Sky Striker A0, and I also got my hands on one Gold Leo and a Diacturus. Unfortunately, since I do prefer English cards, and the majority of people at the sneak preview opened German packs, I had a limited selection of people that I could trade with. But it was cool because I did actually trade with people, which I haven't done in a while. Because I actually took the time to put some of my extra cards in a binder and I brought it to sneak, so that was cool. Oh yeah, and then also we are opening a box of Duelist Advance now because I did have one extra, or they did have leftover boxes at the sneak, so they sold them after, and I grabbed one of them, so we can open one and see what we can grab. Normally I don't really what's it called? I don't really buy sealed product, but I was just kind of excited about the new set. I had fun at sneak, and I am also excited about the return of Starlight Rares at a let's call it a more realistic pull rate, right? Because Starlight Rares used to be one every, like, I think one every case, or maybe one every 2 cases, which was really hard to pull. And now Starlight Rares return at the rate that QCRs used to be, right? So you get a Starlight now once every, what's it called? Once every 3 or 4 boxes, which is way more realistic to pull. So, and I'm not planning, I mean, normally I just buy the singles, right? But like, I'm not planning to buy Starlights as singles because that would just be way too expensive. So if I pull like a nice Starlight, that'd be pretty cute. So, yeah. Let us get these packs out of here. And let's just see if we can get lucky with Duelist Advance, shall we? Mods, if you want to, you can run a gamba on whether we get a star. Oh, that's already up. Never mind. Good job, mods. Good job. Okay. The thing is, with Duelist Advance, there's nothing super expensive in here, and in terms of the non-Starlights, I think the most expensive what's the most expensive secret rare? Hold up. What is the most expensive secret? I'm checking on Card Market right now. Most expensive. The most expensive secret rare is Sky Striker Ace Zero with about $25, which is not very expensive for the most expensive secret rare in a set. Which is, I mean, of course, it's good and bad news at the same time. It does make the set worse to open. I understand that. But as someone who is interested in a couple of cards from this set, it is good news. It is good news to not have to spend infinite money on getting the cards I want from this set. But of course, I understand that when you're opening it, you'd like to have some chase cards in here. I guess the chase cards in this case are just going to have to be the Starlight Rares. I guess that's just how it is. So let's see if we can grab one. Let me rearrange this mic real quick so it's not in the way. The Vanquish Soul card is almost as expensive as the Secret Rare. Yeah, Holy Sue is pretty expensive. All right. Actually, let me move closer so I don't have to reach that far up. All right. We start things off with RB Funk Doc. And then we have Archmage Littera. So what we're expecting to pull is 4 Ultras and 2 Secrets. And then if we get lucky, a Starlight Rare. I am not sure if Starlight Rares usually replace one of the Secrets, or if you can get... I mean, I know you can get 2 Secrets and a Starlight. All right, first of the Dragon Lords. Okay, we still haven't pulled any of our hits. We're still waiting for the first Ultra or Secret. In terms of Ultras, I mean, I'm really hoping to pull a Vanquish Soul Holy Sue, of course. That'd be the one Ultra I really care about. Yep. So far, nothing. RB Valken Rocket. All right, there's our first Ultra. It is, unfortunately, not one of the best ones. Argo Star's Adventurous Arion is the first Ultra we get. I don't think that one's going to be too expensive. I mean, I don't think any of the Ultras are that expensive outside of Holy Sue. I think most of the Ultras are pretty low. And there we go. That's another Medius the Pure. I am 2/3 towards my playset with that. I guess we'll take it. It's no Holy Sue, but... Tessera the Primal Squire. I mean, technically I have a playset of Medius now, but I don't count the Secret Rare. Because I would want 3 of the same. Alright, and that's the first Secret. It is part of the Archmages. I don't think this one is particularly expensive. Nerva, the Power Patron of Creation. I don't have it yet, so that's fine with me. I do plan on picking up the Archmage stuff probably, because my personal prediction is that it will be good at some point. So yeah. Another Tessera. Got Primite Fusion. And then we have the third Ultra, which is once again no Holy Sue. It is RB the Brute Blues. All right, halfway through the box. Still raging for that Starlight Rare. Ooh, okay, the second secret is Archmage Deactorus. I think we got owned on the secrets. I think we need to be saved by a Starlight. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. We're pulling an entire Archmage deck in this box, which is, as of now, not very good. We got Lunalight Liger Dancer. Gagaga Ganbaranite. It's fine, y'all. We're getting a Starlight and a Holy Sue as the other Ultra. Mind Procedure. No problem. Holy Sue any moment now. Holy Sue! There we go. At least something. Still not a good box, but that has made it significantly less bad. Now we do have a couple of packs left. So maybe, I don't know, maybe we can get lucky. Oh, Morgana, the Witch of Eyes. There is 6 packs left. We have pulled 4 Ultras and 2 Secrets, so this could just be supers only, but I don't know, maybe we can get lucky. I've heard of people that pulled 3 Secrets in a box. Okay. I am one of those people. Funnily enough, this does not really save us. The third secret is nice. I don't think I've ever had that. I don't think I've ever pulled 3 secrets in a box. However, all the 3 secrets we have were like, I think under $5, I guess, but okay. Well, that feels good. At least. That's Psychic Blaster. I've pulled one before. Oh, I have pulled one before as well. Don't worry. I've been there. I've pulled one secret in the past for sure. So I guess this makes up for it somewhat. All right, couple more chances to pull a Starlight. This is RB Gaten Cutter. 2 boosters. Okay, spoilered it. This is not one. This is Readying of Rights. All right, last pack. Are we going to get a Starlight or not? Try not to spoiler the edges of the card. Nope. Archmage Littera is the last card. No Starlight for us. But that's okay. I mean, you know what? I feel like we started off relatively weak, and then we kind of saved it towards the end. Pulling a third secret was kind of cool. Haven't done that before. And the Holy Sue is, I believe, about $25 at the moment. Which is the best card we've pulled. And then we got 3 secrets. So still, you know, I think I definitely would have gotten away cheaper if I bought the singles for this one. But I mean, I did accept the gamba to try and pull a Starlight, so that's okay. We, I guess we'll take the 3 secrets plus the Holy Sue. The Medius is also a decent pull, I think. It's not the worst. Yeah. Okay. Well, no points for all the believers in the Starlight. Unfortunate.